Hello, Steve, Canadian Sasquatch, coming at you with another Mead Monday. That's right, time for Mead. So let's get into it. And today we're jumping into another can of Mead. That's right, Meridian Hive Haven Draft Mead from honey, peach, and ginger. Alcohol is 6.5%. This flawless mead highlights the hive's expertise in creating a fusion of fruit, spice, and orange blossom flavors. We brought out our A game with this soon-to-be world-dominating draft mead. Haven is a sweet, crisp, refreshing drink for any occasion, lightly carbonated to deliver a peach punch that complements a tasting, lasting hint of ginger. A true representation of the beauty of modern mead. Every taste bud deserves a Haven mead. Who knew? Ingredients: water, honey, peach concentrate, ginger, yeast, potassium sorbate, and potassium metabisulfite. They know what they're doing here to stabilize. So let's crack this puppy open. That is a gorgeous golden color. Yeah, it is. You can see me straight through that. That is gorgeous. Let's get some aroma. Oh, that ginger just right there in my face, with a little bit of peach in the back of the nose. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this Mead Monday. So it is lightly carbonated. You do get those ginger flavors, more of the spicy heat ginger rather than the sweet ginger that you get when you cook ginger. And just like in the aroma, on the back of the palate is where I'm getting the peach flavor from. And I also get some subtle hints of the orange blossom on the sides of my tongue. So it is definitely hitting like the full range of my tongue with the different flavors: the ginger, the orange blossom, the peach. That is very, very pleasant. So, like we started last week, we're only going to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and this is definitely a thumbs up mead. Haven from Meridian Hive. Well done, Meridian Hive. Well done. This is a very good mead. And now it's time to jump into your questions. This week's question is from Sean O'Brien. He wanted to know, how do you choose the honey to make mead with? And if there's like any drawbacks or whatever. And it's a really good question. It takes experience to know which honeys to use where, mostly because you need to know what the flavors of the honey are and how they meld with other flavors. So essentially you need to go out there and try a variety of honeys. The best place to do something like that is at a farmer's market if they have somebody selling honey, because quite often they'll let you try the different honeys. So once you know the flavors of the honeys, then you know how to, or which other flavors will meld well with them through experience of knowing which different flavors go with different honeys and stuff. Like this one here, the orange blossom with the peach and the ginger, they all meld really, really well together. Those flavors complement each other. So you just got to go out there and you got to try them. If you don't have a way of like getting multiple honeys to try, then and you're stuck with whatever's in the store, then you can still try those honeys. Just buy a small jar of it, see what it tastes like. Then you go back to the store and you buy a big jug. The honeys that are most forgiving when making mead are the lighter ones, so like clover, alfalfa, even orange blossom, because you can use those in so many different types of meads because they don't have a huge flavor profile. So you can use lighter ingredients with them, making the lighter melomels, like a strawberry has a very light flavor, so you use that. If you want to make an orange flavored mead, then you use ideally an orange blossom or any citrus blossom honey to go along with those citrus flavors. As you get honey that are darker, they start having more stronger flavors as well. Things like goldenrod, cranberry, buckwheat, which is one that most people will be familiar with. Buckwheat is very, very dark and it's very earthy and almost has like a molasses flavor. So these are all flavors that you want to keep in mind when you're making your meads with these honeys. What works well with a dark honey like buckwheat? Chocolate. You can make a chocolate buckwheat mead. That would work well. If you want to go something a little bit lighter like a cranberry, you can make a cranberry orange, 2 classic flavors. Melomel. Goldenrod. That one's a little bit more tricky because it does have a bit of a medicinal flavor to it naturally. So you have to work with that. So what would work well with that? Mint. You'd get like more of a mint punch doing something like that. So the best way to figure it out is to taste the honeys and just experiment. Make like 1 gallon batches of the mead with the honey and just flavor them. Like make a 1 gallon batch of a traditional, cranberry. And when it's done, pour yourself a glass of it and toss in some muddled orange peel. Muddled is like when you like smash it up and whatever, it releases the oils and all that in it. So you got the cranberry, because you do get the cranberry flavors from a cranberry honey. And then you have the orange, and those together, you get like a cranberry orange flavor. And it's like, okay, well that works for next time. I can mix them together I would do it secondary and make a bigger batch of it. Wildflower is a tricky one to work with simply because you don't know what the flowers are that they're using. They label it wildflower when it's just a mass mix-up of all the flowers in the area, and it's not dominated by one specific one. So with the wildflower, you need to be a little bit more careful with it because it could be a muddled flavor. You can make up a straight up traditional with it. Or if it's on the lighter side, you could do something simple like a Joe's Ancient Orange Mead, which is fairly forgiving, although it typically prefers a lighter colored honey. What I've done in the past with wildflower is I got some wildflower honey from the farmer's market, from the lady that I like to deal with there, and it had a nice caramel flavor. So what I did was I turned it into a bochet. I accentuated those caramel flavors by caramelizing it even more. It came out with a wonderful bochet flavor, the caramelized honey and all that from wildflower. So again, it all depends on what it tastes like. So you just need to work through the different honeys, tasting them, seeing how they work together. You could even mix and match honeys, do a blackberry honey and an orange blossom honey, and you end up with like a fruit salad traditional mead from just those 2 flavors. So yeah, it's just try them out, see what happens. That's part of the best part about this hobby is the experimentation to figure out what flavors work with all the different ingredients. And with that, my friends, we are done for the week. Please shoot me a like down below. If you have not already, please subscribe so you can see more of these videos coming out with more knowledge. If you have questions, please, I need your guys' questions. Comment down below with your questions, or shoot me up on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. All my links are down below. You can click on those and send me a message with your questions. Because if I don't have any questions, it's just going to be you guys watching me drink mead for 10 minutes. I don't have a problem with that. You guys might have a problem with that. So, yeah, questions, please shoot them up. Give them to me. And yeah, with that, have an awesome week, everybody. Be sure to have a pint of awesome. I know I will. Cheers, everybody.